Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Just as we are emerging from the global COVID-19 pandemic, fresh challenges lay on the horizon, and with a war in Europe inducing global inflationary pressures and global supply chain issues adding to a complex economic environment, this moment calls for experienced leadership and steady hands. Do not chance the future in these dangerous times. The new National Party has a team built to navigate tough times and to bring the nation to safer waters. Vote NNP. Safer hands.
Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and older clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 473-422-7232.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Alrighty, and we gotta say officially, welcome to everyone. I'm tuned in on another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. where we have it all in abundance. We're talking about the sand, the sea, and the sun, and everything beautiful. There's a song, all things nice and beautiful. Da, 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 da. Right. So people, we have a few things to tell you about what a day it was. Young people from 5 to 19 years old are called upon to participate in the World Food Day poster contest. We'll talk about that. The Public Workers Union, they've got an update on the pension and gratuity issue. They put out a little thing. And GTAWU boy, they summoned the GRENLEC workers to an emergency meeting. An emergency meeting in our people. All right. And the time to scrutinize the voters list elapsed. And we'll explain that to you. There was a post-cabinet briefing today with the Parliamentary Elections Office. So we'll talk about that in a moment. Missing teen responds to her own police bulletin. We'll explain that to you in a while. Kid Sylvester, I realize we have Kid Sylvester, nothing else. Kid Sylvester is also missing. All right, that's another teen. And the Spiceboyz secure first point in draw against El Salvador. All right, that was last night, boy. I think they were just a few minutes from winning. And then, boom, there was an equalizer and then game done. Ah, boy, Anyway, that's how it goes. So we want to encourage you folks before we start our program for tonight to please go ahead and share the business. Again, remember when you share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. All right. So again, we want to encourage you as a matter of housekeeping to share the business. We also got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Quartz Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and as well, we've got superb distributors on board. So we want to say hello to them, to the team at Superb Boy. And I understand Kalan, the chief, the commander-in-chief, we want to say hello to her. We want to say hello to as well to Recall and the whole team down at the Superb Distributors. All right, and the Pathways Health Clinic, blessings to you guys as well. So family, let's take that quick break and come back. And when we come back, it could be real news. You understand? Nobody does it like us. It could be real news in you, Lily Lolo. Yes? So wait, we coming back.
The Parliamentary Elections Office is making it easier for you to search the voters list. You can now search the voters list online. Type into your internet browser the website address peogrenada.org. Navigate to search voters list. Enter either name and surname or registration number to obtain your registration status. By clicking the select button, an elector can ascertain exactly which polling station they are registered in. A message from the Parliamentary Elections Office.
All right, family. So again, welcome to another Mikey Live program. So the first thing that we have to tell you about by the Criminal Investigations Department St. George's, they're in the process of, of 1 Vincentian passport and 2 identification cards. It bears the name Hink Roy or Hi Roy. I don't know if there's a silence in, Antonia Matthews. And that was found on the 7th of June at La Mode in St. George. The owner of these items, you are invited to visit the CID St. George's in person to retrieve same. All right, the police say come back for the thing. Yeah, it doesn't sell that on a mini country. The Immigration Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force hereby notifies the general public that the Immigration Office at Grenville, that's upstairs the Shoes R Us building, will resume its operations tomorrow. All right, they say that they like to apologize to all and they want to thank you for your patience and understanding. All right. Good. So a call has been made for young people between the ages of 3 and 19, and that is to participate in this year's World Food Day poster competition. Now, participants, you are asked to use your immigration look here, Mikey, look here. Use your imagination, and create a poster showing a world where no one is left behind and everyone has access to health and affordable food. You understand? Now, across the world, many people continue to face global challenges like poverty and hunger, climate change, conflict, and inequity. Participants, you are therefore asked to take a photo or scan your poster and submit your entries by filling out a form on the website. That's fao.org. Now, the deadline for your entries, well, you have some time, is the 4th of November. Now, 3 winners in each age category will be selected and will be announced in December. Now, winners will be promoted by FAO offices around the world, and they'll receive a surprise gift bag and certificate of recognition. With me participating nothing until I want to know what I'm buying getting bag. And surprise gift bag, next thing you get apple, perfume, and I want that. Apple, perfume, deodorant, and I mean, thing to wash wears. And okay, I think putting the thing in bag for people. Yeah, I mean, nah. Come with that, because I don't think those require work. Let them people know it again. You know what I mean? Maybe I like a cell phone, an iPhone, you know what I mean? Or something. Well, we are hearing from the unions, boy. Let's talk about the Grenada Public Workers Union. The Grenada Public Workers Union, they say that they are very concerned with the government of Grenada's conduct vis-a-vis honoring its court the judgment, the court judgment recently on the whole pension thing. All right, and they say on 3 separate pieces of correspondences. No, before that, let it go. Right, so it's honoring the whole judgment relating to the pension that goes back to March. All right, now they say since March of 2020, that's March 29. Since that judgment, there has been 3 separate pieces of correspondences in the month of May from the attorney to the government. Now, that's the attorney of the union to the government of Grenada. They say that these correspondences successfully requested data in regards to a government. Let me just blow up the thing. I find the text a little too small for me. Right, it requested, all right, data in regards to the government's liability to the workers and for the government to immediately start paying the new retirees as a demonstration of good faith and sound jurisprudence. Now, to date, they say that neither of the union nor the lawyers have received a time-sensitive commitment from the government of Grenada on paying the pension or honoring the court ruling. All right, they are saying that they're not satisfied with this, and they think that there should be more movement in putting things in a nutshell. There should be more movement on this. You understand? They say that they would like to strongly advise its members that the organization does not accept the declarations as truthful or professional. And of course, there has been pronouncements that was made. I know that the Prime Minister recently made some announcements, and then there were little posters on them to show what the government is willing to do about it. That we told you about it a couple of days ago, right? They say that they are awaiting official correspondences, right? Either through the legal representative or directly from the administration in relation to any action taken stemming from the court judgment. You understand? The Grenada Public Workers Union is keenly they're saying that they are waiting, all right, to get something solid. And they say that they are aware of the broken Treaty of Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, of 2018, and will not allow the workers to be sacrificed at the altar of political expediency. All right, so they're saying that, the monitoring the situation. Yeah, I think that is a kind of call. You know what I mean? A kind of call. Anyway, you know how the unions operate. And speaking of unions, also, we are hearing from the GTAWU. You understand? Now, they are now saying that, they want to summon all their members at the Grenada Electricity Services Limited to an emergency meeting that is to be held on Thursday. That's tomorrow. You understand? At the company's compound. That's Dusty Highway Car Park from 8 o'clock in the morning. You understand? They say that the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union and the Grenada Electricity Services Limited, they have been meeting to try to reach agreements on amendments to the existing collective labor agreement. It says that the union and the company arrived at a settlement on salary increases before the Minister of Labor on the 16th of May. It was agreed that the parties will meet to continue negotiations towards completing the other amendments to the collective labor agreement. On May 24th, GTAWU wrote, they say, GRENLEC proposing to meet on Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. On Wednesday, June 1st, the union received an email sent during the night on the 31st of May, all right, from the company indicating their inability to meet on June 1st without proposing an alternative date. So June 1st, the GTAWU responded, they say, proposing that the parties meet on or before Thursday, that's not Thursday, Tuesday, which is today, June 7th. No, that was yesterday, June 7th, for the continuation of the negotiations, failing which the union and the workers will have no other option than to take whatever actions as may be deemed necessary. Now, they say that the company then proposed to meet on Wednesday, June 8th, that's today, for the continuation of the negotiations, to which the union agreed. They say that when the parties met today, Wednesday, June 8th, 2022, the company advised that it was not yet in a position to engage in negotiations for amendments to the collective labor agreement, since the board of directors has not met to give them any sort of guidance. You know, so the union is now, they are viewing that as a deliberate attempt by the company to delay the negotiations, and as such, an urgent meeting has been scheduled with all GRENLEC workers. All right, that's for tomorrow morning, Thursday. All right, and that is to give them a report and decide on our way forward. Understand? Please look like you're gonna mash up again. So, folks, today there was a post-cabinet briefing, and of course the people were there. We're talking about the Parliamentary Elections Office in person. We had what's his name again? Mr. Ferdinand Philip, the Voter and Civic Registration Officer, and then there was also Mr. Elvis Moraine, who is the Supervisor of Election. All right, now, and they updated the nation on a lot of things that was taking place with regards to the whole election process. One of the things that they spoke about today was the scrutinizing of the list. Now, persons had until today to scrutinize the list, you know, and to make claims and objections. And so Elvis Moraine explained that process.
As we speak, the public is aware that nomination, concluded last week on the 1st of June. And of course, while we do this, there was also the issue of the publication of the current list. All right. I know the population was very much involved in scrutinizing the list, making sure that as an individual elector, that your names are on the list, that you're in the right polling division or polling, so where you're going to vote, your names appear as it ought to appear. So those things were happening. Also, there were electors who were observing the list as well to determine that if there's anyone that is not that should not be duly registered in a particular constituency. So we've been doing this. As of yesterday, based on Section 21 of the RPA, that 7-day period has elapsed. All right. So for that period, within that period, we expected, any elected official, any elector, to either on your own behalf file a claim. So a claim basically is when something affects you as a person. So your name is spelled incorrectly or whatever, you make a claim. But at the same time, somebody can object because somebody can say, well, look, that name, and object. So, but once your claim is on your behalf, objection, of course, when someone determines that there is some inconsistency with what is on the list you put forward at, right? So, and first, the claims or objections are registered to the office of the registration officer or returning officers now.
All right. Now, he said that there are some areas, some constituencies, some polling divisions, that they have seen quite a number of claims and objections.
Those claims as of yesterday, based on report reaching us, because it's not at that level yet, we know that we received some objections. I say objections / claims. St. George's Northeast, we had some there. It bordered around 60 because we had from both major political parties submitting objections. So it borders combinations about 60 plus, right? Now, let me also add, that particular officer there was an active investigation already on 38 objections that were put forward before. And this is almost completed. What we realized is that the officer reported to me that part of the 48 that was put forward by that said person, inclusive of that is also some of that we were given active consideration to before. And St. John is the other place that seemed to have quite a few. I think it's about 70 something based on the last count. And we have outside of that, but is not significant in terms of numbers. So the officers, that's the officers are now doing the investigation, putting out the required notice, of objection or claim so that we can move forward in this process. While we do this also, we are focusing also because within that period, we've seen some objection, some observation. As we look at the debt list, we are also refining that as well. So these are the major activities as we prepare for our final list, the publication of our official consolidated list for election.
All right, 2022. All right, so folks, we are moving on, boy. Earlier. So we have received 2 missing persons report coming from the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, the first one that we're going to tell you about is this young lady here. Her name is Alana John. Now, according to police, she is 18 years old and she's a student of Upper St. John, that's Hermitage in St. Patrick. Alana left home on Saturday, 4th June 2022, and up to the time of this publication hadn't returned since. They gave details of her physical structure and asked that persons call the Royal Grenada Police Force at 442-7224 or emergency 911. There's also a police hotline 444-1958. Now, once that missing persons bulletin went out, there was a post on social media appearing to come from the same Alana John that reads, "Who face all you had to put on the internet, y'all doesn't. Remove my picture, please, and thanks." I don't know if to laugh or if to cry. But Olia died of business. I'm not even making. And listen, she didn't respond to my post, She responded to the Royal Grenada Police Force. And she said to them, "Remove my picture, please." She had discipline. Oh, God. I give up. So we do not know exactly what the situation is, but there are GPF
I don't know how often all of us check all of Facebook business, but them people child, them people pick me, them people pick me, say to take on a picture on all your business. She's an adult, right? She wants a picture of the business. So we guide it accordingly before they get beat up. Oh God, weak. So Miss John says, remove her picture from all the business. All right, so I guess, you know what I mean? Anyway. But we still cannot take it for granted that this is Miss John responding, so we still have to give all you the news and say, if anyone sees Miss John or knows about her whereabouts, please contact the police or her family. All right? Unless we have gotten an update from the police or Miss John come to us and we see and we pull she cheek so and we feel like it's real, we have to do the right thing and say the business. You understand, Miss John? So don't cost me, you know what I mean? Just doing the business, you understand? Because we don't know if somebody's pretending to be you, so we still have to follow the protocol until we get evidence, full evidence that the comments are actually from you. You understand? So, right. Like your eyes, though. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me that talk. Earlier, there is another missing teen report that is out by the Royal Grenada Police Force. This time it is to find Kate. All right? Kate is, but when I first saw the picture, I say, you know, somebody, Kate is 16, you know. Kate is only 16. And the police need your help in finding Kate. All right? Sylvester, who is a student of Grand Mall St. George. According to police, Kate left her home on Tuesday, 7 June 2022 and has not returned since. That was yesterday. She was last seen wearing a gray and pink dress and a gray slipper. She's about 5 feet in height, slim built and dark in complexion. Anyone seeing Kate or has any information about her whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Criminal Investigations Department. 440-3921, Police Emergency 911, or you can also call the hotline at 444-1958. All right? Or they can call the nearest police station, wherever that police station is. You understand? So, Kate is missing. You understand? I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Okay? We are moving on. Folks, the quarantine point has been transformed into a full playing field. Persons who are heading or who have headed there in recent days would realize that there's been a little upgrade to the park. They've made a playing area with swings and these things to give people an opportunity to do more than That'll make me laugh, man. Chill out, no dog. To do more than picnic. Yeah, what I thought I was going to say. To do more than just picnic. So you have a gazebo, you can go and picnic or chill out and enjoy the afternoon sunset or the morning sunrise. Or you can swing and bring the children around and things like that. I don't know about no charge. So, you understand? I know there's like a food place there, you know. There's washroom now. There's like a food place there. Like a snack thing, you know. So, anyway. Oh, and the park has an open and close time now. I think I saw 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a bummer for a lot of people. People like me, I just go out. See, I just get sick too. Because people like me, with the kind of schedule I have, so what are you trying to tell me? I will never be able to go in the park after like a Mikey live and relax and enjoy the moonlight. I'll get sick now, you know, boy. So I must come and knock on the door for the key. You know what I mean? What I say? Knock on the door for the key. Hey! And I think I'm doing it. Let me know. Let me find out who are key and I'll go find out. Who is it? Mikey. I come from Mikey because like all of us. When I come from like a Mikey life, I just burn. You know, if I could go in the park and just kick back and lie down in the grass and enjoy the moonlight and think about life. Think about life. I can't go no other place but there. You go tell me to go in Wester Hall past there, I forgot to mess on my face. Where I go? You understand? Anyway, lately that talk. Golden, what one? You understand? But anyway, they fix up the place nice and thing like that, you know what I mean? I might make like a chill with small man on the weekend. Hey, they have a phone number? Yeah, they have a phone number too. So I'll call the number when I want to make like a, you know what I mean? What do you call it? Take all the time, you know. Oh, yeah! Today, boy, our family lost their house. I think it's a family of 3 at the Grandlands Valley, boy. I mean, I find we having too many fires. Just too many, man. Because this is the family losing everything that they had. Everything that they had, this family lost in Grandlands Valley. Today, fire truck up and down the place. And people lose their house. You understand? So now they need to find clothes, they need to find food, they need to find a little shelter over their head. You know? Why? What caused the fire? I don't even know, man. But yeah, that's just tough for that family. Just to stand there and just watch your family go up in, your family home go up in flames like that. Yeah, that one, you don't put it. All right, so family, we are moving on. We had a close call yesterday. We almost won this game here at the Grenada National Stadium. It was Grenada versus El Salvador. And we scored the first goal, and then there was an equalizer, and then we come back and we make the place look nice again. And in the 88th minute, I think, just close to end of game, boom, equalizer, and we were never able to recover from that. And so the game ended up 2-2. You understand? The aim again, that was going to be a win to talk about, guy, you know. We don't win a game in a while. So, you know, we need to. All right, what else do I have to tell you? I have a whole bit of things to tell you about, boy, but I see that we are running out of time. I know that there was a video that was trending. Let me see if I find it. This one. You know, so they were giving people an opportunity to go walk on a cruise line in Trinidad, boy. If you see people, look at that. That person was driving 100 miles an hour and not even making it up. Look at that. People brave the hot sun and the elements, the Saharan dust and things. Look at that. Look, mile, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles of people. Waiting. Oh, watch now. How is this thing and them tossy so? To go to an interview and thing like that, boy. That tough. That reminds me of COVID lines. Y'all forget what the COVID lines were like? You understand? Yo, it's tough, boy. It's tough for some people. It broke my heart, if there's such a word. It broke my heart. You understand? To see so many people out there, boy. You know, they just want to be able to feed their family and that little food, you know, and to survive. That's all they want. They don't want, you know, they don't want to be rich. They just want to survive. Yeah? Folks, police confirmed a robbery and shooting incident that happened at Hope in St. Andrew at a supermarket there yesterday or last night. There are no reported injuries, but the police say that they are working on some theories and they're investigating the matter. You understand? Armed robbery in St. Andrews. Because it passed the borderline. Yeah. You understand? No. You know, so they say they're looking into that. Family, I see that we're running out of time. Give me a minute now, let me take a quick break and then I'll come back with all the thing. You know what I mean? And some of all of those share the program all those make me feel to cry. Because all of those share the program. Share the thing now, boy. All those share the business now, man. Share the thing. Anyway, so yeah, we have quite a few things that we could probably shift into tomorrow, God's willing, because we see that we have quite a bit that we were not able to tell you about tonight because of time, and so we can. It's not time sensitive, so maybe we could share that with you tomorrow, God's willing. So permit me to take a quick break. Let me see if there's anything important that I missed for tonight. Permit me to take a quick break, and I will be returning shortly.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Just as we are emerging from the global COVID-19 pandemic, fresh challenges lay on the horizon, and with a war in Europe inducing global inflationary pressures and global supply chain issues adding to a complex economic environment, this moment calls for experienced leadership and steady hands. Do not chance the future in these dangerous times. The new National Party has a team built to navigate tough times and to bring the nation to safer waters. Vote NNP. Safer hands.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now what I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes. You access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device. Your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Hey, just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right? You can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right? Or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and all the clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 473-422-7232.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Spiceboyz is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clack Scott Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clack Scott sales van. Win big for Spiceboyz with Clack Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Parliamentary Elections Office is making it easier for you to search the voters list. You can now search the voters list online. Type into your internet browser the website address peogrenada.org. Navigate to search voters list. Enter either name and surname or registration number to obtain your registration status. By clicking the Select button, an elector can ascertain exactly which polling station they are registered in. A message from the Parliamentary Elections Office.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready, cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash always ready. When you're ready, let's go.
Cards ready, cash ready when you are.
Parliamentary Elections Office assesses claims and objections to prepare final list. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, June 8th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Supervisor of Elections Elvis Maureen says more than 100 claims and objections have been registered following the publication of the first draft of the voters' list after the June 1st nomination of candidates. Electors were given the opportunity to scrutinize the list and file claims and objections within a 7-day period. This process allows for the publication of a more sterile list, free of errors, before June 20th, when members of the Royal Grenada Police Force go to the polls. It also provides opportunities for appeals and court action. Maureen told members of the media on Wednesday during the government's weekly post-cabinet press briefing that the majority of claims and objections, which were based on death and residency, were received from the St. George Northeast and St. John constituencies.
Those claims as of yesterday, based on report reaching us, because it's not at that level yet, we know that we received some objections. I say objections / claims. St. George's Northeast, we had some there. It bordered around 60 because we had from both major political parties submitting objections. So it borders combinations about 60 plus, right? Now, let me also add, that particular officer there was an active investigation already on 38 objections that were put forward before. And this is almost completed. What we realized is that the officer reported to me that part of the 48 that was put forward by that said person, inclusive of that is also some of the that we were given active consideration to before. And St. John is the other place that seem to have quite a few. I think it's about 70 something based on the last count. And we have outside of that, but is not significant in terms of numbers.
Maureen explained that all claims and objections must be registered to the registration or returning officer, who will then conduct an investigation to confirm the claim. The Supervisor of Elections adds that the duration of the investigation process hinges on the provision of proper supporting evidence.
There are a number of forms that need to be issued. So once you get the objection, you then need to issue through whether it is delivery or by registered mail to each of the person or individuals that are objected against. They must get that. And when you do that also, there's another form that you also, the person who is objecting to these people, you also would have to, so if I say John James, I send that out to John James, I must also inform the objector, if you want to say that this is done. Then there's a time where you meet, and that meeting, so that form indicates also the time when you meet the parties, right? The objector and as well as the person objected to. And then the persons will they present the evidence of the claim. Now, when that is done, if you are not satisfied, or even before you get to the stage, why do that? You may ask, and another form again might ask the objector for added information because you believe it's not sufficient to really put forward, you know. So this has to be done. And when that is done, you then publish. You must cause to publish the list of people objected against. Where after that, even if you have the case has been heard, and you then have to communicate again to them what your decision is. Not necessarily just like in a meeting, but you have to in those forms. When that is done, the person, if that person whatever the decision, if they disagree, they can then file a counterclaim. So it's a very detailed process, and it can go back and forth.
He commended the involvement of Grenadians in scrutinizing the list and appealed for a similar level of involvement before elections to ensure a more thorough final list.
I would like to see that kind of level of involvement way before elections, because it allows us to do the requisite investigation and to really attend to the objection or the claim. So I want to appeal to the public that this is not a one-time event. That's not an event that is just a focus around elections, but for us to see the need for us to continuously do that. Every time a publication, as a matter of fact, you can object at any time, right? So we are saying if we get this, you know, as a habit, a way of life, it means therefore that we would have, you know, in terms of the list being sterile, we're going to do a greater job of this, because it is the business of everyone to make sure that this is done in a manner that is consistent.
Candidates of the various political parties contesting the June 23, 2022 general election will on Thursday participate in a meeting to discuss guidelines for the June 23 general elections, as well as the role of agents. The session will outline the expectations of the Parliamentary Elections Office of all candidates and workers at polling stations on Election Day. Ferdinand Philip is the Voter and Civic Registration Officer at the Parliamentary Elections Office.
Individuals, as candidates per se, can vote in constituencies other than where they live. And so there's due process, okay? There's a form that has to be filled out, form number, I believe 5B, has to be filled out in duplicates. It has to be brought to the supervisor of elections, who will endorse the forms and give that candidate a copy of the form, which he or she must bring to the presiding officer in the constituency where they are voting. That is if they are voting in a constituency other than where they live.
Philip says candidates will be required to present their forms on election day to cast their ballot. These are all part of efforts to ensure the smooth functioning of the process. The session will commence at 1:30 p.m. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
The Parliamentary Elections Office is making it easier for you to search the voters list. You can now search the voters list online. Type into your internet browser the website address peogrenada.org. Navigate to search voters list. Enter either name and surname or registration number to obtain your registration status. By clicking the select button, an elector can ascertain exactly which polling station they are registered in. A message from the Parliamentary Elections Office.
Continuing the news, significant progress is being made at the Mount Kuma Bypass Road to create easier access to the western side of the island. The bypass will ease the strain on traffic through Mount Morris when work on the Molyneux land slippage begins. Joseph Gilbert of Gilbert and Partners Engineering Company says the road now fully connects Grenville Vale and Beaulieu.
The project is now about 70% complete. So we are actually at the stage where we could say we are at the peak period of construction. So we are doing the box drains, we are doing the sleeper drains, we are doing the bridge, which is behind us in the background. The slabs for the bridge, the channels, the pre-stressed channels are here. So it's a question of getting them on site and putting them in place. So the bridge itself is about 80% finished.
There have been some delays in the execution of the project, which it is hoped will be completed in 3 months.
The issue of rain, of heavy rains, the problem here is that we have a microclimate that attracts a lot of rainfall, both in terms of intensity and frequency. So we have been able to do a lot in that period, despite the issue of the weather. So I'm very pleased that we have made enough progress to actually see that we are on the way to completion. We are on the way to completion. We have a strong workforce, a very competent workforce. We have over 40 people now employed on the project. Several of them are from the area here.
There have been some minor changes to the original designs to make traversing on the road safer for the motorists.
The junctions, both junctions, the one at Beaulieu and this one here at Grenville Vale, we have made some major changes in terms of the layout of those junctions. We also made some changes to one of the very tight corners of that side. We have changed it from a tight bend to a hairpin curve, and that has helped a lot in terms of the ease of maneuvering in that area there, because with the tight curve that we had based on the design, the long trucks, the trailers and so on would have had difficulty in maneuvering that corner there. The surface of the road actually is an asphalt surface. So we need to put on we have done the sub-base, we need to put on the base course, the crushed stone base, which will be followed by the asphalt layer, 2 inches of asphalt. So that's the process, that's the plan, and we are moving forward with that.
Over 40 skilled men have so far gained employment on the project. Grenada has concluded a one-day consultation on education as part of its requirements by the United Nations to inform this country's report at the 2022 Transforming Education Summit, which is scheduled for New York in September. The summit will take place during the week of the United Nations General Assembly. Sarana Mitchell attended the consultation and filed this report.
So question 5 states, what should the trajectory for education investment over the medium to long term?
From our group, more investment in infrastructure, for example, computer labs for our primary school, maintenance of our infrastructure, training for teachers, parents, and to a lesser extent our students, but we need training especially in the safe use of the technology.
Presentations like this came out of group sessions where 90 participants shared their views and observations on ways to help transform Grenada's education sector. Acting Chief Education Officer Angela Finlay, who was convener of the proceedings on Tuesday, laid out the different topics that were carded for discussion.
Today's consultation, as guided by the United Nations Secretariat, will be framed around 5 thematic action tracks. These tracks place a spotlight on areas that are deemed to require greater attention and action. The tracks are 1. Inclusive, equitable, safe and healthy schools. 2. Learning and skills for life, work and sustainable development. 3. Teachers, teaching and the teaching profession. 4. Digital learning and transformation. And 5. Financing of education. Strategic actions and interventions in these areas are considered as key to accelerating progress on education as part of the 2030 Agenda of the United Nations.
United Nations Country Coordination Officer for Grenada, Fiona Sandy, encouraged the participants to be innovative in their deliberations, stating that there were many impediments to realizing the goals set out by the United Nations, especially coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Sustainable Development Goal 4 had envisioned for the year 2030 quality education and safe spaces where children are encouraged to participate in the choices made for them, where the special and differential needs of boys and girls, the disabled, are inculcated in the education system, where vocational training is encouraged and advanced, and opportunities for lifelong learning are available, accessible, acceptable, and adaptable across the board for both students and teachers. Regrettably, there are impediments to achieving this vision. Grenada is a small island developing state and faces its own unique social, economic, and environmental vulnerabilities. You may reflect on the extensive rebuilding process, not just for us as individuals, but also as a nation following Hurricane Ivan. Now bring this forward to the ravages of COVID-19 over the past 2 years, and consider how much this has set us back in achieving education targets. Consider the reorientation of priorities that had to take place. So today, as you engage in this consultation, I want to encourage you to think innovatively, to be frank, to be inclusive, to think about what quality education, what a modern education system means to you, to your students, and to recall that Grenada was and continues to be built on resolute, forward-thinking educators.
The National Consultation on Education is a requirement by the United Nations of its member states, of which Grenada is one, to help in bringing about global transformation in education by 2030. The information will shape Grenada's report to the UN 2022 Transforming Education Summit, which is scheduled to take place in New York in September during the week of the United Nations General Assembly. For the National Report, I am Sarana Mitchell.
That story just ended the National Report for today, Wednesday, June 8th. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
And no, the answer is no, I have not fallen asleep. My son changed the option on the monitors, and I'm struggling to change it back so that I can see myself, so that I'll be able to continue the program. Yo, parenthood is really tough. He's really tough. The man just took me thing and gone, and I'm here struggling to fix it back. Struggling to fix it back. Anyway, so here we are, all right? So it is time for us to talk to you about the weather. And of course, the weather comes to us from the Met Office. So when we give you the weather forecast, we're actually giving you from the most authorized source here in Grenada to so do. For tonight, the weather is expected to be mostly cloudy and hazy with occasional light to moderate showers. Tonight's minimum temperature, 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. And we are taking a look at the weather for tomorrow, God's willing, as well. That's Thursday. We can tell you it looks partly cloudy to cloudy, windy, and hazy with light to moderate morning showers and a medium chance of nighttime showers. That's for tomorrow. The temperature is expected to be max 31.5, minimum 24. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves up to 7 feet in open waters, and a small craft advisory is in effect for tomorrow. I see some stuff on YouTube. Anyway, hello to the folks on YouTube. I think we're taking care of that thing that you guys told me about, all right? Let's hope that it doesn't come back. And those of you who are on Facebook, I can't even see you because I don't know what my son did with the thing. So we want to say big up to all the folks out there on Facebook. Yeah, Shireen, Kireen, Javar, Suzette, Rolanda, who else? And basically everyone on there, everyone on the Facebook page, we would like to say hello to you and let you know that we really appreciate you, you know. The usual suspects who are always there, yeah, Kirin boy, you know, the usual suspects, they don't miss a program, you know, and it's important that from time to time we say hello, well, not from time to time.
Gusting higher at times.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
7 feet in open. Usual suspects, they don't miss a program.
Yeah, the thing just trying to take over me. Yeah, you know, so the usual people, you know, you are always there. And so I would like to say hello, hello to you, all right? Every one of you, you're equally as important to me, all right? No one is more important than the other, like that, you know? No. You know, you're equally important. So may God bless you and your family, and I'm hoping to have you guys back on the program again. I praise and worship. I see that you're there. Carol, I see that you're there. Della, I see that you're there, you know? So big up to all of you, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Today I'm tired. I'm born. I'm born today. You know, like a real born. So anyway, take care, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure I see you tomorrow, okay? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja! No, take care.